You guys know the drill. Welcome back to the series where I'm testing random money making methods in the Big 25. Today we're going to be testing out sludge mining in the Crystal Hollows. Basically, if you don't know what sludge mining is, basically you take a jungle pick and you just go ham in the jungle biome in the Crystal Hollows. Every time you break hardstone there, it has a chance to drop sludge, and that's literally it. So if you have a look here, the more hardstone I mine, the more sludge drops into my inventory. Now you might be thinking, well, mining hardstone isn't like the easiest thing to do if you're early game, and that's where my old mining setup comes into play. Here you can see all my mining stats. I've got 4,740 mining speed and 243 mining spread, which is super important. I've got a set of jaded divin armor and obviously my jungle pickaxe. For this video, I'm going to be using my old armadillo pet, rest in peace Dillo mining, because as you can see it gives 300 extra mining spread while mining hardstone, which will be useful. Now you might have noticed these chests that spawn in every time I'm mining, and I will be taking those into consideration with the profit. If you're a freak and you're also interested in the powder rates, you can check my powder on the side. So yeah, the main profit will come from sludge juice and enchanted hardstone and anything else I mine. I won't be mining gemstones because that's not part of this money making method. In my previous video, someone asked me how I have the Crystal Hollows map, and it's actually Skytills, as you can see in the bottom corner. So yeah, if you're keen on that, check that out. Now before I start, I'm going to sell everything in my inventory. Yikes. Let's try that again. I'm going to sell everything in my inventory, and I'm going to empty out my bank. And as the past 3 videos have gone, I'm just going to do this for an hour, and then give you my thoughts on it. So yeah, without further ado, I'm just going to get cracking. Now, as you can see, my mithril and gemstone powder are there under my powders, and I will be going through my Heart of the Mountain tree after I sell everything. So yeah, if you don't know the strat to sludge mining, and this is also the strat for powder grinding, because I'm pretty much powder grinding here, is you just grab your jungle pick and mine hardstone in the jungle, because it gives you a chance of dropping sludge. And basically you want as much mining speed and mining spread as you could possibly get, so more of these chests spawn and more hardstone can be broken per break. Now I am Heart of the Mountain 10, because if you're an OG fan, you remember I used to do a lot of mining videos. So yeah, so far the money making methods we've covered have been frag running. Frag running was pretty good. We made like 9 mil an hour, so if you haven't seen that and you're keen, check that out on the channel. We also did zealot grinding, which actually shocked me, because with my like random R setup, I managed to make 24 mil an hour, which I honestly don't know is like standard rates for zealot grinding. The last video I did in this series, I was in the Crystal Hollows, but I was doing automaton grinding. That was pretty disappointing. It only made around 4.8 mil, but from the comments in my last video, I did see that my setup was pretty bad. Like, I could have done way better with that. The reason I popped the booster cookie is because my inventory will be filling up pretty quick, so I will be putting orders up as I mine. But in saying that, I will only collect them all in one go at the end, so we can see how much I made in total. Alright, it's just come up on an hour, and I think we've made a fair chunk. I've been putting everything up for sell orders, so I'm gonna compact what I've got and then put the rest of my stuff up on a sell order, and then we're gonna see how much we made from there. Now quickly, I'm just gonna go through my Heart of the Mountain tree. I've maxed out mining speed and mining fortune. I don't know if mining fortune changes the amount of hardstone you drop, but I had like heaps of mithril powder, so I dumped it in there anyways. I also dumped a lot of powder into efficient miner, just so like the random veins of ore don't get in the way so much. And mole is where I dropped a lot of gemstone powder. As you can see, I'm getting 334.92 mining spread, almost. I read the wrong thing. There we go, now we're getting 334. Just from the mole perk itself. Speedy Mine Man as well, extra 2000 mining speed. And Great Explorer, so all the chests drop. And finally powder buff, you know, just cause why not. Everything else isn't so important. Obviously you could get your abilities. I don't know why I didn't at least pick a ability to use, but nah, who knows. Okay, so it's been a few days since I put all the sell offers up, so let's take a look at everything. This is all the drops we got from sludge mining for an hour. I'll just like quickly skim over everything. I'm not gonna do the maths though because that is not gonna be fun. Lots of sludge juice. I forgot how much it like racks up. So yeah, that's how much. And as you can see, 8.3 mil for an hour of sludge mining is actually not too bad. And obviously everything didn't sell. So if we just insta sell that, there we go. 8.36 mil, which is not bad actually for an hour's work. However, there's only one issue with sludge mining. The requirement to get into sludge mining is actually kind of crazy. You need Heart of the Mountain 7, and you need lots of powder already to get the mining spread needed to sludge mine properly. So I would say while the rates are decent, and you do get heaps of powder, which I'll go over in just a minute, the requirement to sludge mine is not the best. However, I would say the upside to sludge mining is if you already have to powder mine, which I'll go through the powder now. So if you remember, we had about 150,000 powder at the beginning, and I didn't spend any of my gemstone powder, and that's how much we have left over. So I made a huge chunk of powder while also making 8.3 mil coins. So I think if you already need to powder grind to get to Heart of the Mountain 10, like all your perks and stuff, then you might as well sludge mine because it makes a decent amount of money as well. However, if you're just sludge mining just for the coins and you don't already have a setup, I don't think sludge mining is the best way to go. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like and sub if you enjoyed this kind of content, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.